Welcome to the Obesity Medicine Podcast with your host, Dr. Matea Rentia, board certified in internal medicine and obesity medicine. Here, we talk about a path to metabolic health, and we have real conversations about chronic weight management and living a full life. Just a reminder, I am a physician, but I'm not your physician. So everything that's on this podcast is for informational purposes, but please go talk to your doctor about what's right for you. There is no medical advice being given on this podcast. Welcome back to another Your Friday 5. If you know me well, you know that I love a little simple, easy framework, a few letters to remember, something where it pops up in my mind and I can use it all the time. And so this is something that I talk a lot about in the 30/30 program, but it's something called the 3S framework. I'm going to just tell you what it is, and then I tell you how I practically think that this is best to use in your life. So the 3 S's when you're thinking about something, whether you are going to be starting a new habit, you want to refine something, you want something to be easier. You want to think, can this last long term? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to say, does it pass the 3S test? So is it sustainable? Is it simple? And is it satisfying? You hear me say all the time, we don't end up doing things long term where it's not doable in some capacity. That's the sustainable part. It's easy to get those groceries in the house. You're not having to make 900 different recipes. Some of you love that. A lot of you don't. That's probably why you're listening to me. If you're not super into all the things, there's a sustainability aspect that you don't feel overwhelmed. Or like when I think about walking, it is so easy for me to walk in the house, around the neighborhood, on the walking pad, in the walking track. There's so many options. It's so sustainable for me. Is it simple? Same thing. Walking, I don't need a bunch of equipment. Machines break, things happen, but typically walking is pretty accessible to me. Is it satisfying? Massively. I always talk about how I pair it with listening to books on Audible, talking to my friends on Spotify. I sometimes, when we're in the 30/30 group, stuff like that might be where I record an audio to the group because I'm like, oh, I think of things. But by the way, my walking time is a very creative time. I tend to get ideas for things. I'm integrating thoughts about stuff. And so it's a good time when I get back to people because I'm really thinking about them. And I think, well, what would be the best thing? And so, yeah, that's a lot of the time in the morning when I'm really active in the 30/30 WhatsApp because I'm thinking about things and reading things. And so, yeah, it's super satisfying for me because I love being part of that group and talking in that way, but I'm also getting that walk done. All of it is encompassed there. So the next time you're thinking about something, let's just give an example. You say, you know what? There's a new gym that's open down the road and let's make up a name. It's Strong Beast Fitness. And Strong Beast Fitness is not a normal gym. They're a gym where you are going to have to sign up for packages where you get however many strength training classes per week. And the gym is actually 30 minutes away. When you really think about it, you're going to have to pay a certain monthly thing. You're going to potentially be in classes where people are at different levels compared to you. Maybe they don't stratify. This is a beginner class. This is further on. What else? So there's a set fee for it. It's far away from your home. By the time you're there and back, maybe you're quite time pressed. When we do the 3S test, it's maybe not that sustainable. Like you think to yourself, would I in 3 years still be paying that, still driving that far? You're unsure. You don't even know if you're going to like it. Is it simple? Not really. Depending on the life stage you're at, that might be really unrealistic. Like I do not enjoy when there's multiple hours per day in the car. Now that's just me personally. Some of you live in certain busy cities where you're like, Matea, I can't get anywhere in under 30 minutes. So I know that there's context there, but potentially it might not be simple in your life. You might need, for example, for me, if I'm going to need to coordinate childcare, we have just eliminated that as an option. And it's not that I can't, it's not that I don't hire a babysitter, but it just adds that level of complexity that no longer makes it simple for me. And then is it satisfying? It might be. I might actually feel really good. But my question is always, does it pass all 3 of these? Do I think it could be sustainable in 5 years, 10 years down the road, right? Is it simple? Meaning I get zero panicked, zero overwhelmed. You're like, yeah, I could totally do that. That's really reasonable. And then is it satisfying? Do you get some type of a joy, a pleasure, a reward out of it, frankly? Because we don't do things that don't taste good or we don't feel good afterward or we don't like it in some capacity. You need to like more of it than you hate. Bottom line. By the way, and I love this saying, movement before motivation. Someone said that in the 30/30 group, brilliant. Brilliant, right? Yes. You're not going to be like, I'm going to want to do this and all the things. But when, again, I'm sorry I always talk about my walk, but the reason I do is because it's such an integral part of my day. There are 900 things that I love about it. Maybe there's one or two where I don't super love it. For example, the place where I walk, there's no temperature control in it. It's a high school gym and we're at the mercy of the weather. They do have central heating and air, but definitely if it's cold outside, it's cold. If it's hot outside, it's hot. But I've just learned to say that is going to be such a minuscule aspect. I can control for that with, number one, my expectations, but number two, how I dress. But there are so many other benefits. Like I don't have bugs that are flying in my mouth as I walk. I just love walking around a track. I don't know. I didn't know when I started going there that I was going to love that so much. I like the consistency of the people that I see, what I'm listening to, just all of it. So there are a million things that I like compared to one or two things that I don't like. So the satisfying benefits out of it far outweigh any perceived negative. I want to leave you with that. Think about the 3S framework, if this could fit into your work, your life somewhere, and does it satisfy all three of those? That's usually going to be the winning formula that actually sticks around. All right, I hope you have a great rest of the week here, and I'll see you on Monday. That marks the end of today's episode. But if you're newer to the podcast, I want to tell you about something that we have, and it's a free podcast roadmap. So this is perfect for any of you that are listening where you want to be directed to very specific episodes. So let's say that you are just starting out and you want to know, what should I do right when I start on the medications? Or you're experiencing certain side effects on the GLP-1s, or you want to know what to do if you're in a plateau, or if emotional eating is taking over, or if hunger levels are high. So we have many different categories of episodes that we've talked about, because there's a lot at this point. So if you want to be able to navigate that very easily, we have it broken down by category and also the episodes that are there, and we hyperlink to everything. So you can just click on it and find the episode, easy peasy. If you want that, you can go to rentiaclinic.com/podcast roadmap. We'll have it linked right here underneath the show notes where you're listening. And you can go ahead and get that free resource so that it makes it easy for you to navigate, because I know that it's really hard when someone has an established podcast. I am such a podcast fiend, listening to podcasts all day long. And when I find one that I love, but there's a lot that are out there, I am so lost. So I hope that you enjoy this free podcast roadmap. Again, the link to get to that is going to be rentiaclinic.com/podcast roadmap. I hope this is helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.